Welcome in everyone to your weekly tarot reading. I'm doing something a little different this week since we are already into the week. We're at Wednesday. I did want to focus on the energies of the 17th which is going to be the full moon in Aries, which is happening tomorrow. So we're going to dive in and get a little bit of the energies because the main kind of hits or astrological energy is going to actually be happening tomorrow. We got a lot going on, but we're already feeling it, right? So, and that's going to also play out through the end of the week, and also moving forward, but I wanted to tap in how that's impacting everyone this week. So this is a general collective reading. I'm tapping into just the collective energies of the planet and kind of seeing also the astrological energies to see what's going on, any information and guidance for all of you watching that can help you in the best way to navigate through the rest of this week. So I'm gonna just hit some of the planetary alignments and things too to start, but just wanted to call out and say we are at the end of Libra season. So for all you Libras, enjoy the rest of your birthday, your sun in Libra, which is happening for the next pretty much week here. I think Scorpio season starts October 22nd, Scorpio. So we're just at the tail end of Libra. I'm going to pull some of the Halloween Oracle to start and the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot in honor of Halloween as well. So for those of you who celebrate, happy Halloween. It is definitely one of my favorite months of the year. So what's going on? So like I said, we got a lot of fire energy this week, a very fiery week. So if you're feeling it, if you're feeling some tensions, that would be normal. Especially in regards to communication this week, it's probably not the best week to try and talk about anything serious or have big conversations because even though we aren't in Mercury retrograde, just the energies are going to play a part in people speaking out a little, maybe impulsively or very much fueled by that fire, right? Could be fueled by some anger or just triggered emotions. So, I mean, the big one, so like I said, tomorrow's the full moon in Aries. That is really signifying a turning point for everybody. This full moon is also tied, if we look back to April during the Aries season, we had that eclipse back in April. I think it was the new moon eclipse. But, you know, that really started a 6-month cycle, and this now full moon tomorrow is going to close out that 6-month cycle. So if you look back, and I've said this in some other readings in regards to other planetary stuff going on this month, but this month is kind of tied really strongly to that 6-month mark, which was last April, and just kind of see what started then. If something kind of kicked off or there was a turning point back then, it's almost like you've been working through that and now it's kind of should be wrapping up or coming to a turning point or an end, which should be positive, right? Like usually that would mean there's something that's been a situation that you've been dealing with that you're probably looking for it to wrap up. And then also we have Venus moving into Sagittarius tomorrow. Venus has been in Scorpio. So we're going from that depth, that passion, that intensity of Scorpio to now in regards moving into Sagittarius. It's good. The energy in regards to Venus, which is about love relationships, is going to lighten up a little bit. Sagittarius is very optimistic energy, very fun, lighthearted. So we're going to feel that. That's going to be a big shift. Venus also is sextiling Pluto. at the same time. So that's going to bring a very nice flowing energy, especially around money and relationships. So things might kind of flow a little bit easier towards you in regards to those. And then some other things. Mars has been in Cancer since sometime in September. It's been about a month and a half. But Mars doesn't do well in Cancer. They're very opposing energies. Cancer's very, emotional and kind of needs to be nurtured. And that Mars energy is just very independent and strong and intense. And, so we're at the tail end of that. So Cancer, it's almost like when you think of you've been in a relationship for a long time that just you're not very compatible and you're getting really frustrated and, maybe some resentment there. It's like, it's getting to the point where Mars is just like, okay, Mars is a little over it. So people are getting more feisty as Mars wants to move out of Cancer and is very much ready. So there are some power struggles there happening. So you might be seeing that in your relationships or connections at work. But, this month was a big game changer. There's a lot happening this month. A lot of, again, changes happening, things wrapping up, endings, things like that. So this week is going to you're going to really see as the end of October now that things are going to start to wrap up as we move out of October. But the other piece here is Mercury squaring Pluto and Capricorn. So again, back to being careful about what you say. Be very aware of how you're representing your emotions, especially if you're feeling triggered or, fiery or just having some anger that's welling up. So just be aware of how you're expressing yourself. But it also is a good time to stand up for your truth, and also in the face of, let's say, power dynamics where the power on the other side is maybe more unhealthy or toxic or ego-based. It can help you kind of give you that fire, that match to kind of speak your truth and stand up for yourself as well. So it kind of depends on your situation. But just as long as you're aligning with your truth and speaking in a way that's respectful and honoring yourself and the other, I think you'll be okay here. So that was a lot, but wanted to get that in fast so you have that baseline. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here with, we'll start with the Oracle, which will give us kind of a base of also the themes with this, the rest of the week here. So the first card we have Graveyard, Unnecessary Fear, Vampire, Emotional Intelligence. Yeah, this is kind of spot on. Rejoicing in the Present, Joy. So there, again, we have that fiery energy here. So it is going to take some emotional intelligence to, and really that's the key is awareness, is having an objective awareness of yourself and what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, where it's coming from. And again, how do you represent yourself? How do you still, not abandon the self by allowing yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, and also, respecting your boundaries. And part of respecting other people around you is also communicating with them, right? Communication is key. It is not respectful to hold back your emotions and just hold things in and where the other person has no idea. So I think there's something here. I think also there's maybe some triggering of some fears here with the Graveyard card. What is the fears right now that we're feeling, and how is that coming up in our emotional body? And is there any action we need to take? I think the biggest thing is just giving us the space to allow ourselves to feel the feels, but also being objective about are they necessary fears? But like this card said, they're unnecessary. So I do feel like your fears are clouded a bit, that they're not real fears and that there's nothing really you need to worry about. But I do feel like maybe if you're dealing with the situation and you've been dealing with it, especially for the last 6 months or longer, I think we're hitting kind of a head here. And there's something too about, I feel like you're in this energy, but what's really going on is on the, like right on the other side of this is some sort of something positive coming into your life. And there's something to be joyous about. And I don't feel like you're seeing it right now yet, but I think it's definitely coming. So that's a positive thing here. So let's grab, see what the tarot has to say here. So what is unfolding here? So we got the King of Wands and the Ten of Cups and the Magician. Ooh, I like this too. The Chariot, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, and wow, the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. 2 10s. We're kind of, there's that wrapping up of something. We're wrapping up a cycle, a situation, a period of time, that whatever situation here. And there's that truth, right? There's that standing in our truth, and communicating our truth. And you might have to communicate this to more than one person here. We have the Three of Cups, which is about maybe, you know, friends, family, a group of connections here. But I do feel like what's fueling you is very positive here. We got both the Tens and the Magician and the Chariot. All of these positive energy. It's like you've really been manifesting. You've been, I think also part of it is like a karmic cycle that you've just, the Magician, like you've been working through, and it is wrapping up here. It is wrapping up, and whatever this pertains to, there was a reason, and part of it I do feel is like leveling you up from an emotional standpoint, being more, having more wisdom about your own needs and desires in regards to your emotions, but also just your general needs I'm feeling here. And you're doing it. You're really bringing in something great here with the 2 10s. This could also be money, again, flowing in. We talked about that with Venus sextiling Pluto. But I'm not sure yet if this King of Wands is you or if it's another person tied to you. But I do feel like the King of Wands has really been, you know, aligning with his authentic self, and he's been listening to his intuition and taking action on that to grow and expand his life in creativity, in abundance, and this could be business, work. You know, the King of Wands is like the entrepreneur king of the deck, and he's really feeling good about what he's been creating and what he's been working on. And it's almost like the universe, he's attracting a lot of great things right now. So I do like that. And this could also be you. You are moving forward fast. I do feel like after this week, things start moving forward. You could also be bringing in some maybe new soul tribe members, connecting more to a group or soul tribe, or having more social connections. Venus is, again, moving into Sagittarius, which is more that fun social energy. So that really is in alignment here. And doing things that really fuel you and align with your authentic self and things that you really enjoy. All right, we got the Two of Cups, the World, another closure here, Ten of Swords. Yeah, definitely. We do have an ending here coming up. This could be in regards to a relationship with the Two of Cups here. It's like a closing of a cycle here, endings and new beginnings, but definitely something that has been very difficult or challenging in regards to a relationship is closing, which is, I think, good for you to hear. I don't think for those of you that this resonates with, I feel like this isn't a surprise to you. You may be going through it right now. We got the Four of Wands, the Strength card, and the Queen of Wands. Look at that, King and Queen of Wands. So there is kind of an energetic match here. So this could be someone, this king could be someone you're bringing in, or that's coming in the near future in regards to a relationship. I would say if that is true, that's definitely someone who's definitely has abundance around them, has a good job, is very solid in regards to what they've built financially for themselves. It's like they're independent, they can take care of themselves, and they have a lot to offer you. So I just want to get one more for this Four of Wands and the Two of Cups here. Yeah, there's definitely some karmic, this is about like karmic relationships and with justice. I feel like there's some balancing here of the karmic wheel, or of the karmic scale here, where I feel like your things are going to start changing for you. If you've always had the same patterns of relationships that were challenging or difficult and very karmic, I do feel like that's shifting here. And you're ending the cycle of that. And in, you know, the Strength card, if you're going through something difficult, you are going to overcome this. It may feel difficult right now. And do you have the strength to move forward? I know, like, unnecessary fears here. So there could be a lot of fears about what's on the other side of this situation. But yeah, there's a lot of conflict here. And I think this is conflict in the external environment with connections, but also in internal conflict in your head, in your mind, and the ideas going on about like what you're going to do, how you're going to handle this. Yeah, making a decision. So I do feel like you're kind of gaining your confidence and power and aligning with what's right for you and making a decision to end something or close something out. Because some wonderful things are coming in here. And I get this feeling of like, you almost don't want to hear this because you don't want this to be that like, oh, you know, that dangling carrot of like wanting the next thing. Or like me, especially too, if you've been in a pattern and this has been going on a long time, you've been through a lot of heartbreak, you're maybe at a place where you don't trust and necessarily believe there's something on the other side of this, but I do see that there is. You did get the Joy card, and we do have these positive, the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles coming in. What's this choice about? What's the decision about? Healing. Yeah, really healing. It's a healing decision for you. You're making a decision about like going towards your North Star, I'm getting, like going towards what your true wish is. And you're having faith in this and just trusting that the universe kind of is supporting you. And I do feel like this decision is going to be healing for you finally. It's like if you've been stuck in a place of not knowing what to do or like how to make this decision or change or ending, I do feel like it's going to come easier here with the two queens. The Queen of Swords has a lot of clarity. I do feel like you're really clear on this decision finally. Like you're not wishy-washy about it. You're very clear and you know where you're headed at least. And you're not allowing anyone to deter you from that. You know, I'm just kind of feeling, because this is a lot of fire energy this week, but I'm, you know, the wands here, we only have the Five of Wands, and there's that feisty kind of, a little power struggle here with that card, the Five of Wands. But that's the only, I mean, I guess we do have the King and Queen of Wands, but I do feel like this week, it is a power struggle energy, but I do feel like there's something about it that you're really grabbing hold of and like standing firm and gaining confidence in yourself and what you're creating. And I'm just going to get one more for this Justice, Four of Wands. Just kind of what's this karmic situation in love? Yeah, Empress. This could be tied to like, you know, mother issues from childhood that, it's almost like these mother issues tied to the feminine, divine feminine side of the family. This could be ancestral karma on the maternal side of your family that's been passed, that you're still kind of working through. That's finally, you're actually the one to end this karmic cycle. And you're moving forward here in a very wonderful place, moving away from this karma. And you're really, with the Empress too, I feel like just like you're birthing something new. Something's really been gestating for a while, and it's almost like when we think of a pregnancy, like the end of the pregnancy gets more difficult, right? You've been pregnant for a long time. You're getting more uncomfortable in the situation, which kind of does resemble that Mars in Cancer, which I said, like, Mars has been in this situation for a long time, and it's not a situation like Cancer energy is not one that Mars likes to be in or really feel. They're not compatible, right? So it's almost like you've been in a situation that you haven't been compatible with for a long time, and you're finally like getting to the part of uncomfortability that it's like, okay, it's time for this to come forth, this change. And obviously birth is a major transformation for ourselves. And there's, to me, birthing a new just reality, a new you, and birthing something wonderful coming up here. So this is really positive to see. I do feel like this also kind of mirrors out in our just the general collective world stage right now as well. There's a lot of power struggles going on, and something does have to end for us to find balance again. So we're going to see this theme happening through the end of the year here. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you got some good information that can help you in your individual lives. So I will let you get going. Enjoy our last kind of the Libra energy, the Sun in Libra, and as we transition forward. But I will see you in the next reading, everyone.